Glenda Correspondent has tried to see her mom every year of the decade she's lived in Canada, but the Cuban-born Canadian citizen is no longer welcome in her homeland.
I never come back to Cuba.
Glenda and friend Mary Guaranya booked flights on Sunwing last month. They boarded in Toronto with bags stuffed with medical supplies in desperately short supply in Cuba. But when they landed, they got a rude surprise. Glenda was ordered not to leave the plane and presented with a document saying she was barred from the country.
And I said, why? What did she do? And he just said, she knows what she did. She knows what she did.
Glenda did know. It was about Facebook posts she'd made and others that she'd liked, criticizing one-party rule in Cuba and the Communist Party's neglect of her hometown's hospital, where she once worked as a nurse. Mary wasn't banned. They decided Mary would stay in Cuba so she could deliver those supplies for Glenda's family, including 2 tuxedos promised for her brother's wedding.
I was carrying all this extra stuff, getting off the plane, and I was just so emotional. I didn't know what to do. I wasn't sure that I was making the right decision.
Mary delivered the goods to Glenda's family. Back in Toronto, Glenda began to receive WhatsApp messages from a stranger giving her advice. Don't put anything else on your Facebook wall. Your ban is for 2 years, but if you keep on sharing things, they'll change it to a lifetime. This Cuban lawyer in exile has seen similar social media monitoring and says use of travel bans has grown since anti-regime protests swept Cuba in July 2021. It's a win-win for the state, she says. People leave and start to work and send money back, but if they ever want to return, they have to keep their mouths shut. They can't criticize. But in Glenda Correspondent's case, it hasn't worked. She says she won't stay quiet.
I feel sorry for my mother, I feel sorry for my father, for my sister, for my brother, for my cousin, friends, everybody. But I'm not possible to go back.
With a mother with cancer, Correspondent knows she may never see some of her family again. A tough choice being faced by a growing number of Cuban exiles. Evan Dyer, CBC News, Ottawa.